No, no, no. No, 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 no!
Have you ever played around in a Gmod map? Thought this would be a dope-ass spot for an RTS battle. Well, wonder no more.
Because in this tutorial, we're gonna do just that. In Gmod, you'll want to go into the workshop. You'll want to type Melon Wars RTS. This is the one you'll want. It'll have the fancy trailer and everything. Subscribe to it by clicking that green button. Now this add-on is meant to be played with friends and will not work in single player. Since I'm so popular, I'll adjust the settings to host a little server for my lonesome. Let's go into the regular GM construct for this. In the Q menu, you'll find the player tool here. When you're playing Melon Wars, never unequip this tool. That is considered cheating. Press R to open up the menu. As you can see, this is where you would be creating your units, the buildings that your units would be produced at, or defensive positions, other technologies, base structural components, mainly used for keeping other melons out, higher tier technologies. There are contraptions, but we won't get to that in this tutorial.
Let's learn to play.
Select a single unit with a click. You can also select multiple units by clicking and dragging a circle around them. Deselect any units by just clicking the ground. With the desired unit selected, right-click the ground to order them to move. Being melons, they won't actually pathfind, but you can queue up movement orders by shift right-clicking.
They'll also auto-attack any hostile melons they encounter.
These pole things are outposts or potential building areas. You'll need to capture these if you plan on extending your base. To capture an outpost, simply move your melons against a pole. After a while, the bar will fill with your team's color and the outpost will be yours. Now, in order to build a watermelon base, we'll first need to get some water. The quickest way to get water is by capturing these water tanks. Once the tank is yours, you can press E on it to release the 1,000 water it holds into your reserve. We now have enough water to grow a barracks, so let's set up shop. We'll press R to bring up the menu, and find barracks in the buildings menu. Note that you can only build in a circle that represents your territory. Capture more outposts to get more areas to build. After it's constructed, you can press E on it to turn on or off unit production. This is useful if you're on a budget. Looks like we're out of water again and can't grow any more melons. Fortunately, there's a capture point nearby. These will pump out water to whoever owns it every now and again. Let's capture it. If you leave a capture point unattended, it'll become neutral and stop generating income. Now that we have a little squad going, let's go ahead and capture the enemy outpost. Well, shit. Even if we destroy their melons, they'll just keep making more. This is the part where we use strategy. It looks like their only source of income is rather defenseless. Let's get that on our side instead. Even though the enemy has no income, they may still have a savings they can use to make a comeback. This is where combat efficiency comes into play. Let's build a medic academy at the new outpost. Medics will automatically heal nearby troops, which is perfect for holding your own against reinforcements. Let's give taking that outpost a second look. As you can see, we're able to start pushing them back. Once you start clearing out the base, it's a good idea to set some defenses of your own. For instance, turrets have superior health, range, and firepower. It'll be a challenge trying to get past these. Look at you go, but that's just the beginning. What will your melon war look like?